Do not leave that in the shower. A+. Why won't you love me? Spoiler, I think that's my favorite Tatcha product that I've used so far. And it's purely out of price point principle at this point. Hey you guys, what is up? What is happening? What is going on? Ashley here with ABH Artistry, and in today's video, we are going to be going over my Tatcha favorites and fails for this Friday favorites video because I have a lot to say. I've had a lot of hits and I've had a lot of misses and I've had a couple like in between type of products. Let me address one real quick thing that I'm sure a couple of you might be wondering who watch my videos consistently. Does she wash her hair? Because she's wearing her hair in double braids for the third video in the row, and the answer is no. No, but really, I wash my hair, I do, but only like every 5 days, so I repurpose hairstyles when applicable. Yesterday, I actually filmed the video that you guys saw on Wednesday of me doing the double Dutch French braids, and today I repurposed this hairstyle, bobby pin to the back, and look it. Fresh to death, new and frou, frippity proppity boo. Anyways, if you want to see some of my Tatcha favorites, why I like them, would I recommend them, what skin types they're good for, then you guys know what to do. You can sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. So I've been using Tatcha products off and on for the last like 2 years, just experimenting with little products here and there. So I've collected some opinions of some of the products over the last few years. I haven't done the whole entire line, and these are just my favorites and fails of what I use, and maybe this will work for some of you guys and give you a little insight to the product performance and everything like that. Now, let me just address, I am dry skin, but I'm pretty balanced now. I'm on a pretty good regimen. I use the Jan Marini system. So the pieces that I use now are like either in between when I'm out of stuff, or I can add to it. It's not really taken away from that skincare set. But some of these products here, I will recommend more for oily skin versus dry. So if you have oily skin, you don't need to click away because I have some products in here that I think you will love. And then there's some products that are great for dry skin, and there's some that's like not good for dry skin, so watch out for that. So anyways, let's start with product number one. So product number one is the Pure One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. I just recently talked about this in a Friday's Favorites video where I tell you my top 5 favorite makeup removers, and this was number 2, I believe. One of my absolute favorite makeup removers. It is an oil base, but it's something other than oil that's in it that just really cleans off any kind of makeup and residual, kind of like an oil consistency. And it kind of, I don't want to say it lathers because it doesn't. You put it onto dry skin, just right on top of your makeup. So if I was going to remove my makeup right now, I would slather some of this on and massage it in. It feels kind of weird because you're putting it on top of like foundation and then eyeshadow and clinky clunk. But trust me, it works really good. You massage that in for 1 minute, and then I usually go in the shower and rinse it all off, but you can do it in your sink, and then it just leaves your skin feeling hydrated, yet all the makeup and impurities removed, and then I actually go in with my actual cleanser after that, and spick and span, easy beasy. Really liking that. It doesn't feel oily though, so my skin just feels nourished. I think nourished is the word. It doesn't feel like super moist hydrated, but it feels just replenished and nice and just enough. So I think even people with oily skin might like it. So that is one of my favorites. Probably, spoiler, I think that's my favorite Tatcha product that I've used so far. Hands down. Love it. Gonna be repurchasing another one because the Sephora VIB sale is happening real soon. And this little travel size is the only size that I've ever purchased, and it lasts me at least 2 to 3 months depending on how often I use it, and I just love it. I don't know if I should do full size. Maybe I should. Now, next up is a fail, something that didn't work for me. This comes with a disclaimer though, just because it doesn't work for me and my dry skin, I think it will work beautifully for people with oily skin types, skin that gets a lot of congestion and everything like that, and that's the Tatcha Deep Cleanse. Yes, this is a little travel size. I got it as a sample when they first launched. They were sending it out. I said I was gonna give it away to one of my family members, and then somehow it didn't make it into that bag, but I was like, you know what? I have it here to show you guys, so I'm still gonna show you, and this weekend I'm gonna see them, so I'm gonna give it to somebody. Like somebody, this needs to go out of my life because it doesn't work for me. The Deep Cleanse, it really is a deep cleanse. I don't remember if I don't think I use it to take my makeup off. I think it just as a cleanser, and it says normal oily skin, so it is for oily skin, but you're supposed to take a little tiny bit, rub your hands together, and apply it to wet face, just like a regular cleanser, but it cleanses. It gives me my it gives my skin like that squeaky clean feeling. And for my dry skin, I don't like that. I don't like that much stripping. I don't want it to feel that, I dare I say, dried out. But if you're oily and you get that buildup and you really want a good cleanser, I think that this one is top notch for those skin types. So don't discredit it fully just because it doesn't work for me. It may work wonderful for you. It's kind of like this jelly, I don't want to waste too much, this like jelly consistency. So the consistency is really cool. It feels like there's these little itty bitty microscopic, like, I don't want to say beads because they don't use beads, but there's just like an essence to it, that like a texture, kind of a texture. But even wiping it off on my hands, I can feel my hand, like it's super clean right there. So fail for me, but I think for some you will love it if you are in that skin range. But if you are dry or sensitive, I wouldn't bother. Now next up as a Tatcha favorite for me is the rice enzyme powder. I love this stuff. This stuff, okay, it does give me that really dry, slick feel, but because that rice powder is more of like an exfoliant that you only use once or twice a week, I only used it once a week back when I was using it, and it just made my skin feel really clean, and it accepted moisturizer so well. So I know you're probably confused because like that's what this did, but this is like a daily thing, and if I did this daily, too much. I tried doing it once a week too, and it was too much. But the rice enzyme powder is really nice. It's a powder that you actually sprinkle into your hands, just a little, maybe less than a dime size amount, and you have wet hands and you mush it together and you give yourself a little scrubby scrub. It's the equivalent though to the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. They feel really similar. The rice enzyme powder feels like it exfoliates even more than that Dermalogica one, if you're familiar with that. So if you like that one but you need a little something else, try the Tatcha rice enzyme powder, because that stuff, it really feels clean, like really. They actually make one for more sensitive skin types too. I haven't tried that one, but if I ever wanted to repurchase, I've run out since, I would get the sensitive one just to get that little less of like a stripped feeling. And speaking of running out of that, do not leave that in the shower because mine molded. Don't. Just leave it on the side, leave it in front of your sink, do it in front of your sink, or take a little bit and then do it in the shower. I actually got that originally holiday of 2017. It came in a little jar of that with this like stacked on top, and I just love that. Can I pause for a moment and tell you how much I love the Tatcha value sets whenever they come out with that? I actually tried, most of these products were part of value sets because the products are so concentrated that you get a while's use out of them, and the price point is really nice. So if you are interested in any Tatcha products, see what is available either through Tatcha's website or Sephora, because oftentimes they have value sets. Sephora's site has a couple right now. So if you like any of this stuff that you see, or if there's any other products you're interested, check that out, because that's what I suggest, hands down. Okay, next up is a fail, and I don't want to hear any sass about this because it just doesn't work for me. Two of these products I'm going to show you guys that are fails are like people's holy grail products, and I can't get it to work, and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. So the first one I'm going to talk about, Dewy Luminous Skin Mist, baby. Oh, holy sticky stuck. Wow, this stuff is so sticky, and so many people have raved about it for years. And if you like it, that's fine, like it, enjoy it, have fun. But I can't, I can't. There is one look that I liked it for its purpose, and I did like a super dewy, like wet type of look, and I used this product and that worked great for that. But just as a regular like finish off, I can't finish my makeup with it because it just never dries. It stays tacky. Like hours later it would still be tacky, and then it makes my makeup not last as long because my makeup starts to separate with it. I just don't like it for that. The only time that I'll use this, and it's purely out of price point principle at this point, is if I'm feeling like a little extra dry throughout the week, then one time at night I'll spritz. But I don't see any benefits from that versus my regular skincare routine when I add this on. I'm just using it now because I have it and I need to go through it, and I've been trying to figure out how I like it for you guys and everything. And then same thing, I've tried using it before applying my makeup and I just really don't see much of a difference. It doesn't help my makeup to stick better. I don't like it as a refreshing mist. I don't like it as a setting mist, as like a toner situation now, as like a setting on top of moisturizer. Yeah, that works best for me, but it's not necessary, you know? So I think I'm in the minority here, but I just don't get the hype of this. Also, the sprayer kind of sucks. It seemed cool at first, but now it just doesn't spray enough. It's just boop. I mean, I'm being very judgy on it, but it does spray, like it does go, but it's like, you can't even feel if it's on. I don't know. It's just a no for me, and I wanted this so bad since actually holiday of 2017 when I first got introduced to Tatcha. This was a part of a gift set that I wanted, and my husband tried to get it and it was already sold out like within the week of it launching, and I wanted this, like I was coveting, I was waiting, and I got this in this previous holiday season in that box set, and I was just like, oh, well, maybe I'm using it wrong. Let me try it this way. Let me try it this way. Let me try it, blah, 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 blah. And it's just not happening. So does anybody else have trouble using this? Does anybody like love it? And how do you use it? Tell me your tips and tricks if you have any. There was one rep one time that said people overuse this and you only need 2 sprays, like 1 and 1. Honey, I've tried it that way. It still stays sticky. I mean, it's a little less sticky. No, it's still sticky. Just no. I don't like to feel stuff on my face. Like, I'm wearing a ton of makeup right now, but I don't feel it. The only thing I feel is like my lashes, just because my eyes are watering because I do that a lot, but I don't feel anything on my face, and I like that. That's what I go for. But for those really, really wet, sopping, dewy looks, you can spray this on, honey, and you will be dripping, and it'll be glossy, and yeah, but you'll feel it, you know what I mean? All right, I'm just gonna jump. I was doing like fails, but because I mentioned that this is another Holy Grail product that people love and I just do not like, I'm gonna mention it now. So a little curveball at myself, curveball at you. You probably are expecting this if you watch any of my videos where I've mentioned this. I mentioned this like twice before, and so badly, this is literally why I got the holiday set, because I was dying to try this, and this was before they had a travel size that was sold individually. It's the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Again, this is a travel size that came in the set, and they realized people like that, and then they launched the travel size right after, but this, I wanted to, why won't you love me? I wanted to love you. I can't. The Silk Canvas Primer, seems like I would love it. It seems so great, and I just can't get the hype. If you're not familiar with it, it's this little putty situation. You take a little itty bitty tiny bit and you're supposed to rub it on. So listen, it's not a bad product. It feels very nice when you put it on the skin. Smells great. Like, all the Tatcha stuff smells really amazing. And it feels so nice. It feels like, oh my goodness, my foundation is gonna be like butter. Everything's gonna go on so smoothly. This is gonna be amazing. Not for me. For me, it makes my makeup not last long. It separates my foundations, and I've tried this primer with a lot of different foundations, and nothing's really working. There is one foundation that I can get it to work for, and that's the IT Cosmetics Confidence Foundation that I recently reviewed for you guys. I tried it with this and I was like, oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. It didn't take away from my foundation. It didn't make the longevity go down. It didn't make it separate, but it didn't seem any different than my regular primers that I use. So there is the thing that makes it a fail, because I was like super optimistic, but then I was like, you know what? It doesn't look any different. I'm not seeing a difference. So that's a reason why I haven't tried the e.l.f. putty primer that everybody was saying this was a dupe for and raving about, because it was like, this hasn't worked for me. I mean, that would be hilarious if a drugstore one worked better, but I'm not like running to go get it. It's been sold out everywhere anyways. I don't think I need to bother. What do you guys think about that? The Silk Canvas Primer versus the e.l.f. Primer. Have you tried both? What do you think? Is e.l.f. Primer better? Should I try it? It seems like one of those products, like in my book, it's a little hyped up. Some of you guys love it. I've talked to a couple of you guys about it and you love it, and that's great. I think it just, me and my skin, it's just like, no. My skin is like rejecting it when it comes to foundation. I think it looks nice without foundation though, but I wouldn't ever recommend you buy this just to put it on without foundation. I don't know, it doesn't like make my pores look better, it doesn't smooth my skin, it doesn't add moisture, it doesn't really mattify, it just feels nice going on. And it's like $52 for the full size, so not okay in my book, not good with this face. Next in my fave is the Water Cream by Tatcha. So this one comes with a little disclaimer. This is a fave for me during the summer months, or if I'm feeling like not as dry. This one was very nice for. I actually got a sample first time in it last summer because it felt good. I liked it. But for right now, it's not quite enough moisture. It feels really, really nice going on. It's like a gel kind of cream consistency. Just like that. I think if you have oily skin, you will love this because just like it says water cream, it's like a cream to water, baby. It feels so good on the skin. It's not super moisturizing. It's just very basic. So if you have oily skin, I think that you will love this because it won't make your skin feel overly moisturized or anything like that. It'll just give your face like a drink of water. It feels so, so, so good. Like look at, there's like this very slight shine that you could just see like, oh, her skin looks hydrated but not greasy. So that's that water cream. That works amazing. Or if you're somebody that like it's hard for you to get into skincare because you don't like the feeling of moisturizer on your face, you think it's too much, you don't like it, or if there's anybody in your life that feels that way, like teens or men that don't want that feeling of moisturizer on their face, they think it's greasy, they think it's gross, this water cream would be a great answer for that because you don't feel it. It blends and soaks into the skin, but it just gives your skin just like a refreshed feeling, and it feels fresh. It feels really nice. So that's a fave in my book, even though it's not great for me all year round. It is a fave. I think it's great, and I love the quality of ingredients. A+. All right, next up is the Indigo Cream. Now I've only tried this in a sample, and it lasted me, I want to say like 5 to 7 uses. 5 to 7 uses. The Indigo Cream is super, super hydrating, so I really liked that in the winter. I didn't buy it just because I am on my own skincare regimen now. I think I tried this right before I decided to do Jan Marini. So I was like trying to narrow down the products that I would invest in when I was changing my skincare over before I decided to go with the Jan Marini route. And the Indigo Cream would have been my night cream because it was so moisturizing. It felt so good on my dry skin and I just really liked it. The consistency is kind of cool. It's not too, it's thick, but it's not like too much. It's just the right amount. So if you are really dry and you're looking for a good nighttime cream, check out the Indigo Cream. And if you have sensitive skin, there's also extra benefits in it for that, like soothing and stuff. So check out that one. I don't have it to show you because I just bought a sample, but I'll put a picture up here. Bada bing, bada boom. We have one more product left. Now, lastly is the Violet Sea Radiance Mask. This one is just a, oh, it's okay type of product. Like a lot of masks, I would say, not a lot, but there's quite a bit of masks out there that you don't really know if you see a difference. That's this guy right here. I can't tell because it's not really like an extracting, it's not an exfoliating mask, so I don't see any difference with that. I think it's one of those masks that you probably have to use a lot to notice the difference and you have to be really paying attention. I've only used this like, I mean, these samples last so long. I've probably used this like 6 or 7 times, maybe 8. And each time I'm just like, well, that felt nice. I don't see a difference though. I don't feel like my skin is extra glowy. I don't feel like my makeup necessarily goes on smoother the next day. It feels very nice going on. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's beautiful, perfect kind of purple. I just love that. And it feels good. It stays on. It doesn't slip around, but it doesn't really do anything. And maybe it does. Maybe I'm just not like using it consistently enough and giving it a chance, but I feel like there's a lot of other masks out there that I've used at a much better price point that I actually can see a difference after I wash it off. This one's just nice. It's fine. It's okay. Maybe, like I said, it's a long run product. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts on this mask. Have you ever used it? Do you see a difference when you use it? Or am I just like being too critical? But I feel like that's kind of my job. I'm not supposed to like figure things out and like sort it out and see what your money's worth and everything like that. So that's it for my favorites and fails and the somewhere in between. Now, there are a couple products that I want to try for them, and I might pick it up at Sephora when they have their sale if you guys recommend them also, and I really am interested in their eye masks. Do you guys have any reviews for me on the Tatcha eye mask? I believe it came in Baci charm or something in this last few months or last year. So I know some of you guys have tried it. Are the eye masks worth it? Do you think it's worth the investment? Do they help with depuffing or fine lines, smoothing, hydration, anything like that? Let me know. Let's get our conversations going. Let's go ahead and do that right now. If you have any favorite Tatcha products, let us know. Share with the community. If you have any products that you're like, guys, stay away. It's not worth your money. Don't do it. Let's talk about it. Let's share, because that is what we're all about here on my channel. Sharing is caring, and we want to help each other out and help each other not waste our coins. I hope that this video was informative, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you are new here and you're new to this mug, or if you've watched a couple videos and you haven't committed yet, you want to go down and hit that little red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is at least, you know what I'm gonna say, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we would love to have you a part of our fam bam. Anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out my Friday favorites. And I hope that every single one of you out there have a great, freaking awesome, radiant type of day. Bye.